Hey everybody, Big J, Anderson Mountain View Farms. Glad to have y'all here today. Lil on the camera say hey.
Hi.
Got TB here with me.
Hey.
We're going to be talking about the overall structure of the hen house. Talked about it a little bit last time. Learned a lot of things from the chicken tractor, and we implemented a lot of these specifically here. And we're going to go from the ground up and explain how we built what we did. And you'll understand why we did, because there's two big plagues we have to deal with that we've talked about before, and that's wind and predators. A lot of predators out here, and we have extremely high wind up here on the mountain. These big microbursts come through, and it will blow everything to kingdom come. So everything we build out here has to be very strong, usually built with screws. That holds a good bond, and if we need to make any modifications, I can always unscrew it. That makes it easier to fix something or to change something around. Now the bottom of it, it's poured footers, not a big slab, but poured footers, got blocks on top of that, and then I've got a 4x4 post, essentially is the grid that all that sits on, and then I've got 2x12s. You'll see some of that when we get to the inside in the next video. But the 2x12 strong, durable floor, and then as you work yourself up, this 2x4s make up the inside of the whole thing, the grid, if you will. And then it's covered with this cedar. Same thing we did with the chicken tractor. That's to deal with the high winds, and also I wouldn't have to do any further maintenance on it. No painting. It's not going to affect the animals because it's cedar as opposed to being pressure treated, and also it's not going to rot. So those are some major components. Wasn't cheap initially to build, but hopefully it'll be a very good long-term generational hen house. Now, the other part of it, you can see the top there and the bottom, and also on the windows, we've got this carpenter cloth. People call it something different, but it's this heavy-duty wire mesh that will keep the snakes out, hard for the raccoons to rip down. If it was just chicken netting, chicken wire, they could potentially rip through it and it would degrade over time. Also behind this window is basically fence, just like the exterior fence that we have over there. Now, and so that's nailed in. We can also during the winter put plastic on it if we're trying to winterize it. We can talk about things that we deal with that down the road when we get to much cooler temperatures. But right now it's warm, so we don't have any of that on there. We just have that steady flow. The last thing I want to point out here is this door is actually not just a flat door. It's got some depth. It's made out of 2x4s also. Again, wind, predators, that type of thing. And before TB comes up, I do need to hint on this roof. The tin, you see, a very strong tin. Got kind of an eave up at the top. It really prevents any kind of major leaks, and it's strong. One of those lifetime type pieces. Took some time, took some work. May occasionally have to pull out the old screws, put in new ones because there's washers attached to those screws, but overall pretty strong. Now there's one last thing that has to be reinforced, and TB's going to talk about that for us, and that's these things right here. TB, talk about that.
This cord is stainless steel, and it has this clip attached to it. This thing is made to hold up this heavy nesting box door. This door is made out of cedar planks and 2x4s. Initially, this door can keep out the predators and the high wind because it's so heavy. We use it to get the eggs out and to make sure that the predators don't go in, just in case we forget to lock it up at night. The next video we'll be talking about the inside of the chicken house. Thank you for watching us on our YouTube channel. Check us out at Anderson Mountain View Farms. We do tours, live music. Children under 6 are free. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.